Hello, strangers out there. Strange World Unlimited, and this is your host, Fred Strange. Video day today, and I want to discuss a few things that, once again, I came a little late to the party, and I've been kind of binge watching a bit. I saw the video about the Fine brothers doing their whole React world. Now, by the time I saw this thing, a lot of stuff had hit the fan on that. They were already starting to get a decent amount of backlash, but completely unbeknownst to me at the time. Today is the 4th, so this is actually 2 days after they basically announced that they were going to completely get rid of the whole React world and the trademark things that they were going to do with it and all that sort of stuff. And so I basically just spent the past, I don't know, 2-3 hours or so binge watching all of the stuff that had happened earlier this week. And, I just happened to be going through my thing and I saw this, reaction to the React World thing and clicked on one and went, oh, okay. Because when I first saw it, I thought, that's an interesting idea. It's an interesting concept. I don't think, I wasn't planning on jumping on it. Probably obviously a good idea. I didn't. I was like, okay, I kind of see what they're doing. It sounds like a good concept, and everybody else just piled on them, just dumped them. So, and as of, like I said, today is the 4th of February, 2016. Within the week, since they announced this to now, they've dropped about 1 million subscribers. And probably still going. So, backlash is pretty strong. So there we go. Anyway, so yeah, I do have a bit of a problem with the whole, once I started watching the reaction videos that these negative videos and, started listening, it's like, okay, yeah, that's, that's a problem. Because I've got a few reaction videos of my own, and they haven't really done much. They're not really all that good. And some of them have gotten flagged. Particularly, and I've got a few videos that I did reacting to Pentatonics, for example. And then I started getting my later ones flagged by Sony, who is distributing Pentatonic things. Now, I think Sony's kind of backed off on that, but by that point, I'm done. I was completely done with having my stuff flagged by Sony. I did a reaction video to Madonna, and that got flagged. I've done a few other things, and so I can understand, the whole reactive video thing, and as part of the reason why I stopped, I stopped doing reaction videos to Pentatonics, and then I've just pretty much, I won't say I've completely stopped doing reaction videos. I'll probably do some in the future when I have everything set up and where I want it, and can figure out the programs that I need to figure out to do them well. But even then, they're going to be few and far between. They'll probably be like the big things that I'm kind of gonna be late to the party, like Star Wars Episode 8 when it comes out, the trailers for that. I'll probably do reaction videos to things like that. Other big, huge media, another, Gangnam Style something comes around and, lights up the internet, then, I may jump on that bandwagon then too. But, the reaction videos from me are going to be very few and far between. I'm mainly going to be concentrating, as I've said in previous things, I'm mainly going to be concentrating on my own stuff, doing some gaming things, see all those games up there. As soon as I can get the computer system, I'll probably be, playing a few of those things. I'll be adding some more games. Book content. if I can manage it, music content, things like that. So it's going to be a lot of my own stuff. So I'm not going to have to worry about too much about, things getting flagged. But I mean, if the whole Fine Brothers thing had gone through, then all the React things that I did have, including probably just taking this channel completely out, and I lose monetization, or I have to take the videos down. Who knows what happened? It's there are people who've been doing this far longer, who have a lot more stuff, doing it better, that would be drastically more hurt by this than me, but I would still get hurt. So, now there is another issue that is kind of related to this, and what's this guy's name? Doug Walker. I saw his reaction, or at least it was kind of laced in with all the other reactions to what the Fine Brothers were doing. But he was getting hit at the same time from YouTube. And maybe I'll put a link to his, what the hell YouTube videos. I'll probably put those in the description below. If you haven't seen it, and if you're watching this channel and you haven't seen his, then I don't know what you're doing. But he's pretty much, he lost all of his monetization for like 3 weeks. He lost, in a nutshell, he lost all of his monetization for 3 weeks, and he's getting flagged by claims, and then he can't refute the claims because he's a reviewer. He's a movie reviewer in a movie studio. Flagged the clip of a movie that he was reviewing, and he says, "Well, no, this is and he's right. It's in the fair use. It's a movie review. So he's perfectly within his rights to use clips from this movie that he's reviewing. He got flagged, and he got all of his videos. He lost the monetization, which if you're unless you've been living under a rock, this is basically how, if you make YouTube videos, and I'm sure this is true across all the other video making, Vimeo and Dailymotion and all those other things, there are options, there are abilities, if you make a video, like I do, like so many others do, to make money off of them. Advertising. That's all the advertisings that you guys see and drives you nuts. But every time you see an ad, that's money that gets generated for the particular. And so, but YouTube has the ability to shut that off. And if somebody makes a claim on your video, they shut that off. And so he lost it all. And the thing that bugs me about that, when I've had things flagged, like the Pentatonics videos, it's always said, well, Sony flagged this because you're using their video. All right, fine. I'll go in there and edit it. I'll make it different, so that you won't take it down. Maybe I'll actually still be able to put the advertisement on there, still make money. So they've always given me a reason, but for him, they didn't give him a reason, and the process to dispute that, he went through 3 weeks with getting nothing, in order to dispute that and get some kind of response, and that may be another video that I'm going to deal with in the future. I do want to say this, however. And this is basically going to be my last thing for this particular video, but it's the bigger part of this rant that I'm going to make about this. About a month or two ago, actually, let's see, it'd probably be back in November, shortly after the San Bernardino shootings, where a Muslim couple went into a government building and basically killed all of his coworkers. There was a huge amount of backlash against Muslims in general, and I did a video, and I'll probably put a link to it down here, down in the bottom, talking about my friend Ranji, who is an American citizen. He's a year younger than me, and he's Muslim. Not a very practicing Muslim. You know, he he eats bacon. He loves bacon. Things like that. Unless things have changed with him over the past, few years. I haven't really been in much contact with him lately, but unless anything's drastically changed with him and the way he, his philosophy of the world. He's really not that a good practicing Muslim, but he is a Muslim, and there's a whole lot of backlash against Muslims, and there's a lot of very good people. And I went on a big tirade about this. My own stuff, there's absolutely nothing React-wise or anything in there. It is just me talking to you about my friend. And for some reason, I tried to monetize a thing, and it won't monetize. And this time, there's absolutely no button, there's no link, there's no reason why this thing isn't monetized. It should be. There's no reason not to. It's my stuff. It's my rant. And I can't find a way to get in contact with YouTube outside of this video. So if anybody from YouTube just happens to be watching this video, you guys need to contact me. Because why is that? I can understand why the pentatonics one would be flagged. I can understand why the Madonna video. I can understand why any of the React videos that I do would get flagged. And it even says why. But there's nothing for my friend Ranji. There's nothing for that. There's no link. There's no nothing. There's no reason why. It's just, I just can't monetize it. And I have no recourse to argue that. There's no way for me to and I'm not all that versed with YouTube, all of the ins and outs of it. I make videos, I edit them, I put them up there, and, if something happens and I can get a link to, go here to talk about whatever, then I can do that. But just trying to get into the guts of YouTube, I don't really have the attention span, the whatever. The thing was flagged way back in, the things happened way back in November, December. Here it is, February. And I haven't really done anything about it because it's just too much of a thing. So this is my, in relation to all of the stuff that's been going on with the Fine Brothers, in relation to all the other YouTube things that other channels are having, the Doug Walker and all the other ones that have been, suddenly taken down or lost their, hey, I realized, hey, I've got a similar situation. Here it is. Okay, so YouTube, fix this. Somebody get in contact with me and tell me why that video is an issue. Because I don't see how that's any different than this one. And if I can't monetize this one, I mean, if you just have a problem with rants, then I don't see that, because there's a whole bunch of them out there on the channel, and I'm too small. So, yeah, I guess I don't know if I can state that any better. Without this going into, a half an hour or even an hour of doing this. That's basically it. That video, of all of my videos, all of my monetization, the monetization gone. And now it's got a lot of views, so I wouldn't be making a whole lot of, I'm making pennies as it is on what little views I'm getting so far. But, the possibility is there for me to have it. I don't understand why it's not there. I don't understand why that got taken away from me. There's nothing. There's no links. There's nothing. So somebody explain this to me. Somebody at YouTube. And like I said, this is probably going to be maybe the next video I do. I'm going to be talking probably about how I can't find a way to talk to companies like YouTube and Facebook and a few others. So that'll probably be in the next video or some such thing coming up. So yeah, in the meantime, if you want to find out when, of course, hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, if you like what I'm, or if you like me bitching about it, hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Stay strange. Bye.